What's up, YouTube? It's MJ Fadeaway. Got some pickups, some hats, starter jackets, games, comics. Let's get to it. Let's get to the games. Alright, first up, I'm a fan of this series. Twisted Metal Black on the PS2. Copped it for $2 at a thrift store. Really good deal. I mean, the game, the case, everything, the manual's all in really good condition. I was a big fan of, I think it was Twisted Metal 3 on PS1, but this is probably the second best one. It's a good game. Blown up cars, I dig it. Next up, dude, I like this game better on GameCube, I'm not going to front, but Resident Evil 4 on PlayStation 2, the greatest hits. I'm not a big fan of the greatest hits cases, but for $2, I had to cop it. I just wanted to have both versions of the game. I can appreciate this version, but to be honest, I think the GameCube version's better. I don't know. People are kind of split on that one, but I say GameCube's better. Who cares? It's fucking Resident Evil. It's a good game. Just enjoy the game. Alright, next up, got two Dreamcast games. First one, fighting game, is one of my favorite fighting games on the Dreamcast. Soul Calibur. This is a great game, dude. This really, first time, had really good graphics, really good animations. I really like this game. It's a white label, which I guess is the equivalent to a greatest hits for Dreamcast, but for $2, again, I fuck with it. They mark the rare ones the same price as the common ones at thrift stores. That's what I like. It works out for the collectors, you know what I mean? Next up, dude, I think if you own a Dreamcast, you should own this game too. Very innovative first time. Jet Grind Radio. Dude, this game is really fun. Like, I would still play this game today. That's how good it is. Especially, again, it's a game that aged pretty well. Some Dreamcast games didn't age well, but this one's still fun. I dig it. Alright, next up, it's the only Xbox game I caught, but, it's actually a remake of an N64 game I'm a big fan of, but it's Conquer Live and Reloaded. Dude, this game is literally exactly Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64. They redid the multiplayer, but, dude, I almost like the multiplayer on the N64 better. But, dude, look at this. Dude, this was a raunchy game when it came out on N64. Look at this one, even got a big old warning label strapped across this, dude. Dude, parents didn't know what was up because it's a little cartoon squirrel, like, on the N64 one, so my parents always let me rent it. They just see a little cartoon squirrel, dude, but this game had a lot of shit in it. Next up is the N64 game, and I love the N64. I grew up with the N64. That's my shit. I know a lot of people, grew up with the Super Nintendo, NES, Sega Genesis, whatever. Dude, I can appreciate those systems, but, dude, this is my favorite, N64, because that's just what I grew up with. It is what it is. But Kirby Crystal Shards. Yeah, dude, I used to rent this game so much from Blockbuster, and I copped it for like $7 on eBay. It was free shipping though. Like, I'm not gonna front. This is a pretty rare game. It's not extremely rare or anything, but I mean it's more on the rare side. So $7, fuck it. Dude, next up, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I copped a Wii game. Dude, I don't remember the last time I bought a Wii game. I'm gonna be dead serious with you guys, but I heard this game's good, and I'm a big fan of Mario 64, so I had to cop this one. At least give it a shot. Mario Galaxy, dude. It's a really good game. Actually, I had pretty high expectations, but the game stayed on par with it. My one complaint at first was, you couldn't plug in the GameCube controller like you could on like Super Smash Bros. Or something like that on the Wii, but dude, the nunchuck isn't bad, and I normally don't fuck with the nunchuck. I usually hate the nunchuck, but it works for this game. It's pretty good. I'd recommend it. It's a good game. Alright, next up, got two boxed N64 games, and I love it when I get boxed N64 games. First up, I found this box in the thrift store, Star Fox 64. I already had the cartridge for it. It didn't have the inserts, but it was $2, dude. And at first when I saw this, I was like, if this has the cartridge in it, dude, for $2, but it didn't. But still, look how thick this box is. Like, look at the rumble pack. Dude, that thing was a fucking beast, that rumble pack. God, this box is monstrous for a fucking N64 box. Dude, I still love this game, though. This is another game that really, stood the test of time pretty well for that system when a lot of games kind of fell off over the years, but it's still a good-ass game. My one complaint with it, you couldn't save. You either beat it or you didn't for each sitting. Like, there was no saving along the way. You just had to beat that shit in one sitting. But, it was kind of cool like that. It was like an arcade game, It's like feeding coins in the machine, but you couldn't save or nothing. You just had to keep playing or leave, Alright, one final game. It's box. It's N64. It's a game I really like. Super Smash Bros. Dude, you wish you had this game. No, I'm just kidding, but you want this in your collection. This is a minty box, and I got it for $20 with the game. Hella minty game too. Good deal, dude. I can't even, dude. It was on eBay, and usually you see the cartridges. Sometimes they go for $25-$30. I got this game for $20 in the box. Great deal, dude. Alright, next up, let's just hit the comics real quick before we go to the hats. Let's go over them real quick. Batman Detective Comics. I really like this cover. Let you peep that shit right quick, dude. This is really nice. It's a good story, too. I've been reading them. They're good stories. Then I copped this one. Batman First Wave. Dude, look at Batman holding a gun, dude. That's some scary shit. He thought he was scary with his fist. He's a fucking gun now. Dude, good comic. I dig it. And then, everyone knows about this series, but I do love this series. Deadpool, just got a back issue. I needed 30. I've read this, dude. It's pretty funny, dude. I really fuck with Deadpool. It's a good series. Next up, let's get with the hats real quick. This one's not a snapback, but it's already one of my favorite hats. Seattle Mariners. That teal brim, dude. This was like Ken Griffey Jr. nostalgia for me. I dig Griffey, and back when he was on the Mariners, dude, this is too clean. I have about an equal amount of snapbacks and fitteds, but, I had to cop a fitted with my snapbacks this time. Nice hat. So this one is a snapback. This is vintage 90s, dude. You're going to appreciate this hat. Bam. Dude, look at that. The Spurs with the teal brim, but look at the logo. Dude, that's just like Tim Duncan, David Robinson. You appreciate that logo. I'm not even a Spurs fan. I dig this hat. The one thing, wish I had a teal snapback. It's got a black snapback, but it's still fresh. I can't complain. Really nice hat. This last one is a snapback. It's not vintage, but I do really like it. And it's a team I fuck with. A lot of people hate on Mitchell and Ness hats. They say they don't fit right and all that. I know everyone's different, but I don't complain. They fit me nice. Toronto Raptors, Mitchell and Ness. And I mean, I don't really fuck with the Raptors or nothing, but I really like the logo. That's what I'm trying to say. I like the logo. One of the best logos in sports, in my opinion. Got the green underbrim, red snapback. But you get a better look at that. Red snapback, Mitchell and Ness stitched there, really nice. Dude, it's fresh. It's like Vince Carter. Another piece of nostalgia here. Alright. Finally, we got the starter jackets. Beat the shit. Boston Celtics. My favorite NBA team, personally. I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan. Huge Michael Jordan fan. 90s Bulls, but, dude, I'm not going to be disloyal to the Celtics. I'm a Celtics fan for life, bro. Look, that is stitched really nice in there. Got the logo stitched on the sleeve. You see starter right there. Official NBA. And I love the zippers, dude. The zippers were tight on these jackets. Let's look at the back real quick. And the back is like my favorite part, dude. Try to get a better look at that, but dude, like you can see, it changes from green to black with the lettering. It's really sick. And it's stitched really nice. It's clean. It's like windbreaker material. It's not too much, but it's good if it's raining or some shit out. It works. Next up, last but not least, I should say, this Chicago Bulls starter jacket. Dude, that's stitched on there. Starter. Dude, look, I love the inside, dude, because it's so warm and it is so comfy. It's like that red satin, like, padding. You know what I mean? You've seen... If you were alive in the 90s, you already know about these jackets. I don't need to tell you about these, dude. And I'm no hype beast on these jackets or nothing, dude. I've been collecting these for years, bro. I've outgrown most of the ones I have, but, dude, I have, like, Seattle Supersonics, like, 49, you name it, I had that starter jacket, bro. I can't even tell you.